I want to ask you a question, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes,
All right.
I can.
This question in particular is for the youth of Enugu, but two problems. One, Yahoo Yahoo has been glorified in Enugu almost to the state of an occupation, from university to secondary school and even post university. Advanced free fraud has a free day in Enugu State. One, that's for the young boys. For the young ladies, I dare say, without fear of favor and shame, that prostitution was on the rise in Enugu when I was there in the early 2000s. And from my recent travels there, it is still rather high. This is a state that, from the entertainment industry to a lot of other things, women could be kept, how do I put it? A lot of employment could be done to keep these young people in Enugu employed. There are a lot of vices that seem to have taken root in Enugu, also cultism and the rest of them. What is your direct plan for a demographic of, I would say, between 17 years of age and 25? Especially with keeping them busy and also taking them away from vices. And last but not least, drugs and drug abuse is also, I think, the fourth cousin of this entire system that seems to be engulfing Enugu youth between 16 and about 25 years of age. How would you be tackling all of this? I'm sorry if I didn't put the question well. I hope you understand what I mean.
You put it
More
well.
or less, social vices and their hold on the young, especially
You, you,
drugs, fraud, and the
you,
rest.
you put it well. It just boils down to unemployment. It just boils down to unemployment. The other aspects of our orientation, family values, even if you look at drug issue, you just have to go to the fact that people are just bored, and those who ought to be busy are not kept busy. And I've said that we're going to, and I'm worried about it. I worry about it. I look at the young girls, many of them, the parents are not at work, they're not at work. So how do they even take care of themselves? How do they even take care of themselves? How do they even take care of themselves? So we are going to completely look at the things that we have to do immediately to create employment. We are going to tackle unemployment from various dimensions. We are going to make sure that we have, I've said it before here, that we have electricity. Electricity is a major driver of employment or unemployment. If we have electricity more than we have now, several businesses will thrive. We also have had what we call deindustrialization of Enugu State, arising from the absolute lack of empathy of leadership. Companies are moving, Inosun and many other ones are moving away from Enugu because the governments multiply taxes, multiplication of taxes. We also have had governments or governors who are indifferent, in fact, hostile to new businesses coming up. There want several people who have indicated interest to establish industries here uh, are rebuffed directly or indirectly. You rebuff somebody who wants to establish a business when you want ask that person to give you money. Instead of providing the money or providing the land or the enabling environment, you rebuff him by saying that his person should give you money first of all. Or make personalizing governance. I've had a relation who wanted to build a big hospital here. And because they thought that that patient should not become rich in his community, that person was stopped. So we're going to create an environment that welcomes business. We're going to create an environment that reduces the taxation that people pay in order to do businesses here. We are going to create an enabling environment to make apprentices work again. The apprenticeship system is being destroyed, especially in Enugu State, where it all goes to going to make orientation. No, governors don't even communicate again. Communication, a leader is a teacher. So continuously, when I become governor, I'm going to engage with people. I'm also going to live by example. If a governor is rides a convoy of 30 or 40 cars, all of them huge armadas, what are you communicating to people about the values of asceticism or being delicate or careful with how the public perceives you? So we're going to make sure that parsimony or the values of being careful with money, being accountable, being worried about the sources of money you have. So when you create employment, when you divert the youth from being bored, light up the environment, bring in Nollywood. So we will try to multiply the options, revive existing infrastructure, businesses like Hotel Presidential, create new ones around agriculture, make agriculture work and make the value chain work. We are going to minimize the things that make people not not disengage them from boredom and from vices. We're also going to use the radio to teach about value orientation. But those who must get into drugs, even in Enugu State, there's not one single institution that is involved in drug rehabilitation of youth who fall by the wayside. So if we're also going to help with institutions that help to bring back to reasonableness those who become addicts. So we are going to also help to reduce, working in concert with NDLE or other such agencies, make sure that there's the demand reduction. And when those who become ill inevitably, there'll be a place to rehabilitate them and put them back to reasonable engagement. We're also going to mentor the youth. We're going to revive the apprenticeship system, which is dying now. We're also going to make glamorized work, money without wealth without work is sin. People don't even know that one again. So we're going to glamorize the one, make models of those who really work hard for their money, and then make sure that youth gradually are orientated towards hard work, towards a life of hard work, not a life of ease without money, and that employment positions are created. But we can do that gradually, as I've said, by light, for instance, lighting up the Enugu has become dark and sober. So even nightlife or night business don't even thrive again. By 6 o'clock, everywhere is closed. We are going to take our communities one after the other at New Haven, Transekulu, Achari out. We are going to gradually light up those places so that businesses can thrive on 247 basis. If people are fully engaged, and drug addiction, cultism will reduce. It's a big job, but I think we'll just do it gradually.
Thank you